Controversial, embattled, and fired twice from the Austin Police Department. Lenny Quintana made headlines in May of 2009 after shooting and killing Nathaniel Sanders. In an interview you will only see on Fox 7, Quintana sits down with Jenny Lee to talk about that night in tonight's Crime Watch.
I attempted to wake the backseat passenger up, which was Nathaniel Sanders.
Lenny Quintana recounts the early morning hours of May 11th, 2009, the day he shot and killed Nathaniel Sanders.
I did a chest rub on him, and at one point he reached up and grabbed my hand. I lifted his shirt up, and I saw a gun in his on his left side. I reached down, and I immediately yelled out, "Pistol, 32, which is the code for armed suspect." I reached in and grabbed the gun. He, with both hands, grabbed it and threw himself over to the passenger side. And in doing that, I lost grip of it. So I immediately backpedaled. My partner and I, both who was standing next to me, we backpedaled towards the back of the vehicle. And as soon as, I mean, it just happened so fast, Jenny, I don't remember even drawing my weapon. It was just so quick. The minute I got to the back of the vehicle, I saw him come up in the seat in a really fast manner, as if he was about to get out of the car. So I fired the first shot through the back window. That shot hit him in the chest, which tells you he actually had turned towards me. We were facing each other. I shot the second time and missed. I took a step forward and fired the third time. And immediately the passenger door opened, and the passenger rushed at me with his hands in his waistband, kind of in a crouch down way. And I fired at him twice, hitting him once in the chest.
When Quintana found out Sanders was dead, the nightmare for all involved began. Outraged follow. Some threw rocks at officers and patrol cars. A Travis County grand jury eventually cleared Quintana of criminal charges, but the police chief temporarily suspended Quintana for not turning on his patrol car dashboard camera. He got 15 days. Quintana says his punishment, however, shows how he was the scapegoat for the Sanders shooting since he was criminally cleared. He says the chief was feeling pressure from some in the community.
Why was I punished more severely than anybody else? The other officer got 3 days, I got 15 days for the same exact violation, and his camera had been on, would have probably picked up more than mine. Mine wouldn't have picked up anything because of the way my car was angled.
When Quintana returned to work nearly 7 months later, he says he posted this picture on his Facebook. He's holding an AR-15, a semi-automatic rifle. Quintana says he took the picture for his son, but it and the caption he wrote, "I'm back," got him in hot water with his chain of command.
I wanted to show everybody I was back in uniform because the job that I was put at, it was a plainclothes job.
You just shot and killed a young African-American teen. You're coming back. A lot of people in the community didn't want you back, but you're criminally cleared. An AR-15, Lenny, was that the smartest thing to do?
No, and looking back on it now, and I told her that day, I said I wasn't looking at it from that perspective at all. And anybody who is my friend and family, who are the people who are going to see this, they weren't going to take it that way.
Quintana says he dealt with all the aftermath by drinking, which led to his DWI charge in January of 2010. It was a mistake that got Quintana fired. That's the first time. An arbitrator gave him his job back. And in November of 2010, Quintana faced charges of criminal mischief and assault from a 2008 incident. More charges from a 2009 incident as well. All the accusations came from his ex-fiancée, also an APD officer. The chief fired Quintana again. In 2011, the arbitrator agreed with the chief. And earlier this year, Quintana went on trial for the alleged crimes against his ex-fiancée. He says she lied about a lot of the details. The jury didn't buy her story either. They acquitted him.
And the jury still came back with a not guilty on all counts.
Now Quintana wants his job back, but only to leave on his own terms. The single father just wants his name cleared, find a new job, and get on with his life, raising his son by himself.
It's been really difficult.
But despite the roller coaster the past few years, Quintana still wants to be a cop, just not with Austin Police. Jenny Lee, Fox 7 News Edge.
Police insiders say while it's possible to overturn an arbitrator's decision, it is very difficult. Quintana is getting financial help from his family and works odd jobs here and there. We'll be right back.